What is up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 107 now of the My Player Career Mode. Crazy, I know, 107 episodes later. Here we are, guys. So, you may notice a straw poll in the description. Now, of course, it's going to come down to the back end of the episode to actually see what that's for. But if you've already clicked on it and casted your vote, thank you for that. However, for any of you that are wondering what it is going to be deciding where we end up next season. So, I did get a few offers from a few clubs. You'll see it later on in today's video. I declined a couple of them because one of them was for Bayern Munich. And, of course, it was an old team of ours. I don't really want to go back there and have it again. And another one was also an old team of ours. So, I decided against the first two offers because I was looking out to try and either stay at United or stay in the Premier League or move to the French League or the Italian League. So, of course, we got an offer, guys. I'm not going to release it in the video just yet who that was from, but if you've already clicked on the straw poll, of course, you'll know the team that it is involving. So I'm not going to tell you right now. You'll have to wait till the back end of the episode today to find out who that team is if you do not click on the straw poll. It's always better if you don't, guys, because then you save your kind of, I guess, excitement, if you do get excited by it, to the back end of the episode. So, yeah, I would recommend waiting and checking it out later on. But the two games to come today, guys, we are finishing off the Premier League season. As I said in last episode, we have already wrapped up the title, so now it's just my personal goals that I'm going for, which is to try and get the Golden Boot and win it yet again in the Premier League. And we have two games here, Hull City and Sunderland, and may I add, relegated Sunderland. So these two games are kind of the games where you look forward to. You know, if you're a striker, playing against struggling defenders, it's an easy kind of feat to have, and you're going to get a lot of chances. And I had 3 opportunities in the first half here against Hull, and I didn't take any of them. So I was fuming with myself. I was poor. All 3 of the attempts that I had were not good enough and didn't deserve or warrant goals in that respect. But 57 minutes in, then I actually did have a really good opportunity, which the keeper met with a fantastic save. And it looked as if it was not going to be my day in front of goal to find that goal that I was hoping for. But we went a little bit further into the game. 70 minutes on the clock now. I managed to turn, give the pass off to my teammate. His strike again is met by the goalkeeper making yet another save. So as I mentioned, this was just one of those games where just nothing could happen for us. And then take a look at this, guys. Now, admittedly, it probably was on the edge of the area, but there is certain question marks about this because I felt very harsh. So I went into the instant replay, and you're going to see it from a closer angle. Let me know in the comments whether or not you think that this is a foul and whether or not you think it's a penalty or a free kick. Like, there is contact. There's definite contact here, and that is the reason why we go down. You can see there is the contact right now. Maybe it's minimal, but is it in the box or is it on the edge? And does that mean, guys, that it should have been a penalty or a free kick? It doesn't matter. We got none of them, so I was fuming, but at the same time, it kind of happens in FIFA sometimes. And then, 90th minute, it just had to be, didn't it, guys? We picked up the ball quite deep. I got past one Hull City player, another one missed his challenge, and we went into the angle that I spoke about in a previous episode where the computer kind of show you into that area, thinking, oh, it's okay, you know, the angle's going to be really tight. But eventually, they allowed me far too much time and space, and we picked the spot we wanted to go with and just drilled one past the goalkeeper, and we made it 1-0. So the points didn't matter. You know, the points do not matter here on out. You know, we could lose every game, and we would still be crowned champions. That does not matter. What does matter is us picking up goals. So there you go. Another one to add to the tally this season. And potentially, guys, that could be what wins us the Golden Boot. We'll have to find out. There is one more game to come, and then we will know for sure whether or not we have received the Golden Boot. So I'm looking forward to it, guys, because I feel quite confident we're going to get it. I feel like we're going to do this. And if we do it, then we'll have won it every single season, as I said, barring the first 2, which is absolutely mental. Manchester City beating Sunderland there 3-1. I'm hoping for a similar type of game when we play against them in just a moment's time here so I can grab some more goals for myself. But here we go, guys. Final game of this Premier League campaign, and potentially the final game we're going to play in a Manchester United shirt if you guys vote for whichever way you go. So in that respect, it is going to be very interesting whether or not we will stay at United, whether or not we'll go to a different club, or whether or not we will just kind of, retire. You know what? Retire is an option. We're not going to retire, though, guys. I don't want to retire. I want to keep this series going. So, yeah. But this is going to be potentially, as I say, the final game in a Man United shirt, which is kind of, in many ways, at the time, of course, of playing this, I wasn't to know, but if it is going to be our final game, it would still be a nice way to go out if we could grab a goal in this one and, you know, show the fans what we're capable of before we maybe leave. Remember, guys, the teams that would come in for us have to spend an astronomical amount of money to get us over there because United bought us for like 116 million, I think it was. So along those lines, it's going to have to be a similar amount of money if they want to take us elsewhere, which is just absolutely mind-blowing to see how far we've come and to see how much money the teams are paying for us. I'm sure we've got a very, very hefty overall total of how much money we have moved for in this series. I don't think I've been at a club for longer than a season, which is absolutely crazy, which is just mental. But 21 minutes in, guys, really good opportunity to take the lead. I fluffed my lines yet again. So it seems like there's a recurring theme here, guys, me just missing chances after chance. And 50 minutes in, really unlucky that I couldn't get a shot away from that one. And I was fuming with my teammate, actually, because how did he miss from there? You've at least got to hit the target, in my opinion. Has to be hitting the target. He didn't. And then 75 minutes into it, guys, another good opportunity. We ended up with a nice pass out wide here. Eventually, it's whipped towards the back stick, and somehow it stayed out. I have no idea how, but Sunderland kind of rode their luck in that respect there, and just about managed to keep the score 0-0. Into the 80th or so of minute now, and we picked up another good opportunity here, but a decent save from the Sunderland goalkeeper, and I couldn't quite squeeze my way to get a goal in the back of the net at this stage. And then again, 85 minutes on the clock, Sunderland ended with their first chance of this one. It took right until the 86th minute. Greenwood, with an absolute burst of pace, goes through, whips the ball into the area, and then an absolute rocket from the arriving striker there. And he ended up hitting one into Rosette. But as I mentioned, guys, it didn't matter. We are secured the championship. We are league champions. The only thing is, guys, I obviously didn't show you. I didn't know at this stage whether or not we would be coming away from this season with the Golden Boot, because I wasn't 100% sure as to what the goals are currently looking like. Of course, you'll see it in a moment's time, guys. You guys will know exactly whether or not we came away with the Golden Boot, if we fell short, or if by some miracle we were going to hold on to this Golden Boot. Because you know what? The amount of games we played, we haven't featured in all 38. I think we've featured in just over half of them at this stage now. So if we can get the Golden Boot off of that, I'll be pretty damn happy with it. It still has to be a really good goal ratio for us to actually get it. So as you can see, the rest of the boys getting ready to celebrate this league title. Maximilian Meyer played an absolutely massive part in us securing this Premier League title. He was influential as always. Absolute beast is Maximilian Meyer. And then you can see, guys, we've got the rest of the boys coming up here. As Chris Smalling is going to be the man who ends up lifting this Premier League trophy, as he does it with the captain's armband. There you go, guys. Premier League secure for the first time in this series. I am buzzing with that one, but I've still got a lot more that I want to go with, and I still want to win, as I say, the Serie A, potentially the French League, and we've got a European Championship as well coming up pretty damn soon with England. But I'm not sure how far we're going to take this series. I've had a couple of you guys asking me to keep it going right until FIFA 18, which it would be something special to do that. But then again, guys, when FIFA 18 comes around, I don't think I'll be going with striker again, because we've done a striker here. So maybe I'll have to choose a different position. But what I will do is, for the next series of this in FIFA 18, if that is going to be it, I will let you guys cast your vote on where you want me to play. Like back when I started this, the channel was quite small and there wasn't many people who watched my videos, so I kind of just made the decisions off myself and made like my own decisions. But now there's you guys, I want to get you guys involved as much as possible. So in that respect, that comes over to you guys knowing whether or not I'll be able to go ahead and say, right, I'm going to give you guys the option of winger, striker, cam, and you guys can vote on them. Whereas before, of course, I couldn't do that, so that's why I picked striker in this one. Felt like it would make the most interesting series, and boy, has it done. 107 episodes later, you guys are still loving this one. But you can see the awards getting given out here, guys. We didn't make the team of the competition, and then absolutely mind-blowing, Tammy Abraham picked up the player of the competition. I was stunned. How on earth has Tammy Abraham got the player of the competition? He doesn't feature in the top scorers. He's not in there. Then he features in the assists, but he's all the way down in 11th place. Why is he being given the player of the competition? I was absolutely mind blown. And the thing is as well, you've got to know, I don't actually know which team he plays for at this stage. I just know it's not us, of course. But how on earth has Tammy Abraham, somebody who hasn't done much in the way of goals as a striker, not really done much in the way of assists as a striker, picked up the player of the competition? I have no idea, but I was absolutely fuming. Not because I felt like I deserved it, just because I felt, who votes for this kind of stuff? Who is it who makes the decisions? Whoever it is, they are absolutely out of their mind. Tammy Abraham should not have been given the player of the competition. But hey-ho, I hold my hands up and say, you know what? I guess he must have done something that I don't know about. Maybe his average rating was pretty damn good and he did a lot in the games. But certainly he can't have got that for the goals and the assists that he's got, because he doesn't even feature in the goals and he only just about features in the assists. So, mind-blowing. But I'm not going to read too much into that. We, of course, did manage to pick up the Golden Boot as well. We are the top scorer of the Premier League. We did manage to do it yet again, boys. Fantastic play from us. Squad report on your screen. If you want to check out any more players in any more detail, simply pause it on whichever player you guys want to see more. And, of course, you'll be able to tell. So, there you go. 28 games, 32 appearances in all competitions this season. Pretty damn sweet as well. I think we hit 19 and 24 in the Premier League, which isn't bad either. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see exactly what happens. So I started to go ahead and request some transfers in here, and eventually it did get accepted. So to talk quickly about the straw poll, guys, there's going to be 3 options. Option 1, you can join the team that is going to be on your screen right in a minute now, guys. Option 2 is to stay at Man United. Or option 3 is to decline the offer, but wait for a new one to come through. So that is the other option that you guys have. So yeah, leave your votes in the straw poll in the description. I'll do whichever one wins, of course, guys. And thank you all so much for your continued support on the channel. I appreciate it so much. And from the bottom of my hat, thank you as well for 10,000 subscribers. Absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, that's it from me. Juventus are the team involved. Cast your vote. Do not let it go unvoted. And I will see you all with another video later on tonight, guys, at 6 PM UK time. See you all then. Adios.